Two recent TV broadcasts reveal the scandalous relationship between the Council on American Islamic Relations and the mainstream media.
Civil rights attorney alerted the sheriff's office to an offensive Facebook post about Muslims.
Lisa, Matt, yes, and I've been reading that 12-page report all day. It outlines what the sheriff's office said that master deputy posted online that led to his 150-hour suspension.
I just think that it wasn't right.
Civil rights attorney Tosh Murphy said there is no way he was going to stand for what he saw last year posted on Orange County Master Deputy Sheriff Michael Johnson's Facebook page.
Completely unacceptable for an officer of the law.
Last February, Johnson posted in part, quote, "The Muslims are taking over America," end quote, and called them, quote, "intolerant people when it comes to other religions." A month before, he posted, quote, "And the Democrats are okay with illegals in this country," end quote, referring to people getting arrested for human trafficking. Murphy is the lead attorney for the Florida chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations.
We just cannot see how it's possible to fairly police communities and have this level of hatred.
The sheriff's office launched an investigation, eventually suspending Deputy Johnson for 150 hours without pay, happening after Murphy notified OCSO about the posts when someone reached out saying they were offended.
We applaud the Orange County Sheriff's Department for taking it serious, for taking swift action.
We're live here outside the sheriff's office. I'm Jerry Askin, getting results. News 6.
This March 2nd broadcast was a typical CAIR performance. CAIR was in high dudgeon over a police officer's Facebook post. Despite investigators finding the deputy's speech was political, it was all hate to CAIR.
Have this level of hatred.
But just a month earlier, a nearby TV station, WPLG, broadcast a synthetic story to cover up the hate speech of CAIR Florida Executive Director Wilfredo Ruiz.
Now, a death threat made against the Florida chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations.
For some reason, the online article documenting Ruiz's affinity with anti-Jewish bigots was not discussed at all in the report. From the article, we find that Wilfredo Ruiz's close friend and employer, Sufyan Zakut, is an admirer of David Duke. Zakut also reads websites that celebrate the birthday of Adolf Hitler. Wilfredo Ruiz has other friends that make shocking anti-American, anti-Jewish Facebook posts. As for Wilfredo himself, he has praised the work of Justinus Pranitas and his book, The Talmud Unmasked. Let's take a look at this book because you're not going to find it on Amazon. Wikipedia describes it thusly: Jews are taught to hate Christians, to hurt them, kill them, and eliminate them. The man who wrote this book was exposed and laughed at in court over 100 years ago, but this is recommended reading by CAIR's executive director in Florida. Now watch what the TV station did with this.
And we are now hearing from the man who was threatened. Local 10's Janine Stanwood is live with more. Janine.
And it was actually the spokesperson for the organization who says he was threatened. He says he regularly monitors the media and publications, and that is when he noticed that comment online.
I took this threat very serious.
Wilfredo Ruiz, spokesperson for the Council on American Islamic Relations, says the FBI has launched an investigation following this chilling online threat against him, reading, "Self-hating Puerto Rican and infidel. He should be beheaded."
We have been receiving calls all day from other chapters encouraging us to take the threat serious from other CAIR chapters.
The threat came in the comments section of an article on Front Page Mag, written by former congressional candidate Joe Kaufman.
It's wrong to threaten anyone.
But Kaufman tells us on the phone, no matter his position critical of Ruiz, no threat against anyone should be tolerated, and he will be asking the publisher to remove it.
Threats are regularly consummated into hate crimes here in South Florida, being to mosques, to individuals, or like us, civil rights organizations like us.
And the FBI will not confirm nor deny that they've launched an investigation, but that is standard. Ruiz tells us that he has noticed an uptick in inflammatory and threatening language. We're in Pembroke Park. I'm Janine Stanwood, Local 10 News.
WPLG framed Joe Kaufman and let Wilfredo Ruiz burnish his image on TV. This is exactly what Kaufman was saying in his article. Then less than a month later, we have more grievance theater from CAIR. Does Taj Murphy know that his boss recommends Justinas Ruiz? Now that you know, does his righteous indignation look any different to you? Does either WPLG or WKMG know about CAIR and Justinas Ruiz? Why aren't they reporting on the contents of Kaufman's article? The answer is TV stations are protecting CAIR. It is more than ironic that the deputy's warning about intolerant Muslims perfectly describes the Council on American Islamic Relations.